Good afternoon, everybody. It is meteorologist AH1 Forecast, guys, and welcome back to the video. Hope you guys are all enjoying your wonderful Saturday afternoon, guys. This is going to be another update on Winter Storm Ezekiel, or as you can say, Blizzard Ezekiel, and the new GFS front has refreshed, so we have new radars and snowfall totals, and actually a bit more advisories and alerts out here through the areas of the Northeast and Midwest. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys, and also be sure to share this with any friends or family that you think are interested in this weather channel here that I post daily weather content to, so you get the best information. And also, guys, be sure to hit the big subscribe button if you have not already done so. We've actually got to 1,910 subscribers, so thank you guys. We've been getting quite a bit, actually. I want to thank you guys for all the support on my last video. But yeah, so we have huge new updates here. We're going to be talking about, again, all these radars here. And yeah, without further ado, let's get in this video. So here we are looking at the National Weather Service right here, and we actually had a couple of tornadoes out here into the area to the southwest, not far from Phoenix. There's actually a couple last night and today from this bomb cyclone bringing incredibly heavy snow, or sorry, I mean incredibly heavy rain. But yeah, so here we have this incredibly heavy rain threats here, possibly tornado threats. We have tornado warnings, or sorry, tornado watches and severe thunderstorm warnings out there. But again, we're going to be focusing on the snow part. Just wanted to mention that little area. But again, we have windstorm advisories throughout areas of the northern parts of the North Dakota, Minnesota, and Montana. We still have these blizzard warnings, so they've actually lasted for more than 24 hours. So that's quite long lasting to have a blizzard warning. Not far from Rapid City and not far from Casper too. Again, we still have those for both northwestern and northern Nebraska. We now have a couple more winter storm warnings now. That's for Albany, Syracuse areas, not just a couple miles north of Allentown. We also do have more, now for southern New Hampshire. We have a couple more watches now for much of Connecticut. We have a couple more advisories still for Harrisburg, in the areas of State College and Buffalo. We still have a couple advisories not far from, or actually no, we have a couple that were taken away from Rochester and Madison, Wisconsin. We still have the windstorm warnings now, though, for Marquette, Eau Claire. We have areas in Green Bay, Minneapolis and St. Paul are now under windstorm advisories. We still have those blizzard warnings, though, for Duluth. We have still windstorm warnings for areas from Fargo, Duluth, and Fargo, and not Duluth, I meant Bismarck. But yeah, these are only some of the couple updates, and now we're going to be looking at the European radar. Alright, so here we are looking at the European radar. Here's the next couple of hours. This is later into tomorrow morning. So again, we're going to be seeing some light to moderate snow now for areas near Omaha and Lincoln, Nebraska. We'll have some heavier snow now getting those areas near Sioux Falls. Going to be quite heavy snow, but again, it could possibly lighten up as we get later into tomorrow. Late morning, we'll get some very heavy snow now for Duluth, Minnesota, and at Green Bay, Wisconsin, and Marquette. Can be seeing incredibly heavy snowfall, possibly blizzard conditions as we get later into tomorrow, late afternoon and evening. We're going to be seeing the snow kind of now arriving these areas of northeastern Pennsylvania, areas near Philadelphia. We're getting some very heavy snow or very heavy rain. Areas in Allentown, we're getting an ice mix. Not going to be getting that snow until a couple hours later, until Monday morning. We'll see that snow kind of arriving in Syracuse. It's going to be very heavy. So when the snow arrives in the northeast, it's not going to arrive with flurries. It's going to arrive heavy. So there's going to be huge threats again. We could also have that rain that could have froze. So we could have this snow accumulating a lot faster. You're going to have blizzard conditions for Lansing. We're going to have blizzard conditions out there still for areas not for Duluth, Eau Claire, and Green Bay. We'll even have some snow now arriving to Des Moines and Iowa City, even Waterloo, and even Madison, Wisconsin. As we get later into Monday morning, this is when it becomes a bigger threat. We're going to be seeing blizzard conditions for western Massachusetts, southern Vermont, and New Hampshire. Concord will be seeing quite some very heavy snow. Their first snowfall of the year. They're going to be possibly one of their heaviest of the year. And we're going to see blizzard conditions for Albany. It's going to be very heavy. Same thing, Syracuse as well. We're going to see, again, the Appalachian snowfall that will get into Johnson City, near Knoxville, and Gatlinburg. As we get later now into Tuesday at late morning. Sorry, I was gonna say afternoon. Tuesday late morning, we'll start to see that snow arriving near Caribou, Maine, and Bangor. Gonna see possibly our heaviest snowfall for Portland, as they mostly saw rain with these a couple nor'easters in the past. Looking like looks like the new European updated a couple hours ago, now favoring a bit more snow now for New York City, a bit more snow out there for Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and then by Wednesday we'll start to leave the Boston area, and then by again later Wednesday late morning everything should be gone except maybe a couple flurries from a little bit of lake effect. Other than that, so again here's the new GFS run. So yeah, I just updated it at 4:30. So again, here's the next 6 hours right here. So again, here we have again the very heavy snow. You're gonna have the low pressure system right here. Again, this is where it's gonna be. We're gonna have again that ice mix now arriving to areas in Green Bay. So again, we're not gonna have that snow yet for those areas, but we'll have the snow from Minneapolis and St. Paul and also Duluth. We'll see start the heavier snow. Their heaviest of the day, and then we'll start to have Eau Claire getting to the light to moderate snowfall. Then we'll see our moderate to heavy snow for Bismarck. We'll be seeing up to a foot of snow, so it'll be quite some heavy snow. Gonna be huge updates, and then areas for southern South Dakota will also be getting some heavier snow here. As we get now into the next 18 hours tomorrow, we'll be seeing very, very heavy snow throughout areas near Muskegon, Michigan, Marquette will be getting very heavy snow again. This will be kind of like Dorothy, it's going to be like very heavy through the areas that panhandle area of Michigan, that northern tip there. It's going to kind of be like Dorothy, but in another hand, it's going to be a bit worse for more of western Michigan, as you can say. But again, we're going to have blizzard conditions for Green Bay now. We're going to see that light to moderate snow now from Minneapolis and Rochester. We'll start to see lighter snow as it starts to leave into the northeast. By the next 30 hours, that's when it's starting to arrive out in these areas into the northeast. Our first wave, we can even see some snow for Indianapolis and Fort Wayne. Gonna still see the snow stick around, maybe some flurries out there for maybe Milwaukee, maybe a couple flurries for Chicago too. You never know. And then again, we'll see this heavier snow now to the more of the higher elevations in the New England area. Again, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts. It's going to take a while for this snow for this mix to convert into snow for areas in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. As we get down to the next 42 hours, we're going to be seeing this snow again for the Appalachians. Again, not too far from me. It looks like they can get snow a couple miles north of me, Charleston. Not far, Charleston, West Virginia. Those areas can get some Appalachia snowfall. We can have very heavy snow for these areas off late on the coast of Lake Huron for New York. We can also see possibly blizzard conditions just about 10 to 15 miles north of Allentown. We'll be seeing quite heavy snow, and we'll still see that snow yet to come to Boston. And then we'll have a rain mix kind of hanging out there in Boston by Tuesday morning. So again, still going to see that snow for Burlington, Concord. Now we'll start to see that snow and ice mix converting into heavy snow into Bangor, and then should be out of by Tuesday night. So yeah, now we're going to be looking at the NAM 3KM model. This is the next hour. So again, here we're going to have very heavy snow throughout South Dakota. And then by the next hour, we'll start to see kind of a ice, like sleet, like ice petals or pebbles kind of falling out of the sky right there in Minneapolis. We're not really going to have necessarily that snow out there. It's going to be a couple miles north. Again, Eau Claire, that's where we can be seeing that snow kind of picking up. Bismarck, areas into southeastern North Dakota, we'll start to see that very heavy snow for these areas in the next now 8 hours. That's when we start to see that snow kind of coming in through Duluth. That we'll have the worst conditions out here for the far most northern part of Wisconsin. We'll be seeing whiteout conditions, and I mean whiteout conditions again. We're also going to be seeing some very heavy snow for Green Bay. Again, it's going to be quite heavy at times. We're also going to be seeing exactly when the snow will start to arrive in the northeast by the next around 18 to 19 hours. We'll see our first wave. This first wave won't bring much rain at all. It's going to bring some like ice, some ice stretch, sleet for State College and Harrisburg. And then at that point into now kind of Sunday night, that's when it converts into snow as it goes over into below freezing. We can have snow for northern New York City. We can have some snow out there for Syracuse. We can also see that snow a couple miles not far from Niagara Falls. We're going to see that snow for Green Bay and Lansing. Marquette, still going to be seeing that snow hanging out there. And then that's when we'll start to see that snow in the next 29 hours. we'll start seeing that snow now for Providence and in areas near Foxborough and Boston, Massachusetts. We'll have that snow for Concord, New Hampshire. We'll start to see that snow for southern Vermont to Albany. Kind of like this little wave right here. We're gonna have all this snow hanging out here. That will soon, obviously, that's why we're gonna see so much snow, because then it kind of comes around. We can maybe even see a little bit more snow out here for central Tennessee possible. But I really gonna doubt we're gonna have accumulation. Really, we could have a trace at most. Because we will start to see the temperature be below freezing, but not for Monday morning, but Tuesday morning. And then again, we'll have snow, very heavy snow for Florida, New York, areas of northeastern Pennsylvania. Kind of getting a bit heavier snow, and then it should just hang out here, and then we'll have that second wave out there for the Foxborough area and Boston, Massachusetts. We'll have 2 waves out there, but the second wave will be heavier, so it will take a bit more time to have accumulation out in there. That's why yeah, but again, it looks like snowfall totals for the European model have actually increased a lot more for many of these areas in the eastern coast or northeastern coast. But we're just going to start with the Midwest, see how much more snow we have left. So we are going to be seeing an additional maybe 3 to 6 inches for northern Nebraska, about another 5 to 7 inches left for central South Dakota, and about 9 to 10 inches left for northern South Dakota. Let's see, Bismarck's another 3 to 6 inches of snowfall, and then Bismarck has been getting quite a bit of snow, so they will be seeing about another 7 to 9 inches left. They've seen already about about 3 to 4 inches so far. It looks like Duluth now is going to get about a foot. Now they've been seeing their snowfall totals going down a bit more, as 2 days ago showed 19, and then the later new update showed now 16, now 12. So it's kind of going down. Snowfall totals have dipped down just a little bit now for these areas into the Minneapolis area, but now only about 9 to 10 inches instead of getting up to a foot. So kind of decreasement for the Midwest, but we are seeing an increasement for the areas in the Northeast. Again, Green Bay has actually increased to 13 to 14 inches of snowfall. Areas near Eau Claire have actually increased to around a foot of snow. And then again, we're not going to be seeing much accumulation for Tennessee in these areas, for central Tennessee. But again, we'll have a Appalachian snowfall. But the Northeast, which quite interesting. Let's say Buffalo, New York, can see 5 to 6 inches of snowfall. Areas near Harrisburg have actually decreased just by an inch, up to 2 inches maximum, 2.5. Snowfall totals actually increased now for Allentown and Philadelphia. Philadelphia now an inch, which is actually a bit better than 0. And Allentown now looking like they can get up to 4 inches to 5 inches. So that is a big increasement. Areas now near New York City can look like they can get up to 7 inches in the European European model. As you saw, the European did favor a lot more snow for much of New Jersey and then southern New York area. Looks like Albany up to 16 inches, which is the increasement by 3 inches. And Syracuse, wow, Syracuse will just get quite just bulldozed with 17 inches of snowfall. Areas for Boston, Massachusetts have also increased. I'm talking about downtown. Downtown showed about 2 to 3 inches maximum. Now showing up to 9 inches with the European radar for downtown Boston, and just outside of that for western Massachusetts, 15 inches and up to 17 inches now. Has increased for southern Vermont and southern Maine. Same amounts again for Concord, though, up to again 17 to 18 inches of snowfall. So this is Tuesday, so we got to go all the way to Wednesday. So this is what the GFS is now showing. Again, now we're going to be seeing up to 10 inches out here through these areas near the Wisconsin area, near Green Bay. Have actually now a little decrease around 9 to 10 inches. Again, Minneapolis, about half a foot of snow. Not much left for much of South Dakota except Bismarck with another 8 inches. Not much at all left for Bismarck. Again, like another 5, 6 inches is left for those areas. Again, we'll be seeing a bit more snow than that for Lansing. Not far at all, with about half a foot of snow. Again, it looks like now Philadelphia is still looking to have a little bit same as the last GFS, about a trace at most. State College still shows about 3 to 4 inches, and it still shows up to 2 feet of snow just north of Allentown. Allentown is not going to be under 2 feet. Allentown would be getting up to 6 inches now to about 10 inches of snowfall. But again, just north of Allentown, up to 2 feet of snowfall. Yeah, it's going to be quite crazy. Snowfall totals have also decreased for Albany based on the GFS, up to about 11 inches of snowfall. Last time it showed 13. Snowfall has increased though for Albany with up to, not Albany, Syracuse, about a foot. Again, looks like the snowfall totals for Boston have not increased at all for the GFS, still showing about a 2-3 inches and just outside with about half a foot of snow or more. And then again, Concord, New Hampshire has decreased so much to only about 9 inches of snowfall. So we've seen quite some changes actually, which are very important. But now we're also going to be looking at the snowfall for the NAN 3KN model really quick to see what we have in the next couple of hours. Again, this is actually very detailed. As you can tell, again, another 8 inches for for Fargo. Another around 17 inches for Duluth with this NAN 3KN model. Actually up to 20 inches for areas in near Green Bay. Up to actually looking like a lot more snow for the Appalachias. Now looking at Concord, New Hampshire, to 17 inches, which is a new update. And boy, the NAN 3KN model shows up to a foot of snow for downtown Boston. That's a complete difference with these 3 models we've looked at are complete difference. So and it's not far at all. Like, it's not far at all. So we need these models to kind of agree at some point, because it's showing up to 12 inches to 3 inches to 10 inches and 9 inches. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye guys.